In this section of the course, we are going to be talking about custom commands and functions. Now, custom commands and functions are very important to advanced users of UBot because they allow us to do a number of things. First of all, they're critical for organizing and reusing your code. And when you're talking about coding at an advanced level, you need to be organizing and reusing your code if you want to be writing the best and the cleanest and the most bug-free code. But beyond just organizing and reusing your code, custom commands and functions are also very critical for multi-threading as well as better memory management. And these are topics that we're going to be talking about later in the course. So you definitely need to know everything there is to know about custom commands and functions. And that's what we're going to talk about in this section of the course. So we're going to go over everything that you need to know about custom commands and functions. So even if you think that you know a lot about them, I still encourage you to not skip this part of the course because it's going to set a foundation that you can use later. So we are going to start with the basics in this video and just introduce you to custom commands and functions because maybe not everybody knows about them. From there, we are going to talk about all these different topics. So a custom command or function is simply the ability to create a command or function that is going to show up on the left sidebar here. You can see in this project all of the custom commands I have and all of the custom functions. Now you can name your custom command or function, and to do that you need to use the define command. So the define command is under the flow commands right here, define. So you can drag this out and you can name your command or function, you can select your command or function, you can then add some parameters and then put your code down here. When you call that custom command or function by dragging it out or searching for it, then the code within it will be ran. So if I hit run right now, it's going to run this command that I created called showed message to user. All right, and it just displays this as a message. So by using the define command, you can create your own custom command or function. And again, this is going to be critical for organizing code, for reusing code, multi-threading, and memory management. It's also very good for unit testing, which is something I think I forgot to mention in the first part of this video. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is what is the difference between a command and a function. And so as you can see, I put a couple of comments here. And this is the difference between a command and a function. A command performs actions, and a function returns data. So inside of this custom command that I created right here, it's called show message to user. And what it's going to do is it's going to display an alert message to the user. So the command is performing the action of displaying the message to the user. Now, what is the message that we want to show the user? Well, I actually created a custom function which simply returns some data that says this is a message. So when the alert command is called to display that message to the user, it gets the data from this function getMessage. So because show message to user is a command and not a function, we can actually run it right here. We obviously can't put functions right here in this window. That's why it says drag commands here and not drag functions here. If I tried to put getMessage here, it won't let me, right? And that's because these are the actions that are being performed in your script. So when I press run, it calls the custom command. The custom command then performs the action of showing the alert window to the user. But just before it actually performs that action, it first needs to get the message. So it calls the function getMessage, which returns the string, this is a message, and it then displays that to the user. So just in short, commands perform actions and functions return data. That's really the important takeaway that you need to know about the difference between what a command is and what a function is. And that's really it for this intro video. I just wanted to introduce you to custom commands and functions just so that everybody's on the same page and you now know how to define a command or function, and you know fundamentally what a command is and what a function is. So I'll see you in the next video.